Corbin Burnes joins the Diamondbacks, stretching the budget to compete in the NL West. Well, looks like the Arizona Diamondbacks are making some serious waves this offseason. You would think that a team from the desert wouldn't be able to keep up with the heavy hitters in the NL West. But Corbin Burnes, yes, that Corbin Burnes, the 2021 NL Cy Young winner, has just signed a 6-year, $210 million deal with the D-backs. You're probably sitting there thinking, wait, the Diamondbacks? The team that's been a middle-of-the-pack spender for years? Yep, that's right. So, why the surprise? Simple. Arizona isn't exactly known for breaking the bank when it comes to big-name signings. But there's a reason they took the plunge and pulled the trigger on a deal that had some jaws dropping in the MLB world. Owner Ken Kendrick made it clear in no uncertain terms that this wasn't just a regular offseason acquisition. It's about competing for the top spot in the NL West, one of the toughest divisions in baseball. Kendrick boldly stated, "We have the potential to be a championship team. Our job is to try and do everything we can to put the best team on the field possible that we can afford. We're stretching the budget. It won't be the last time." And that's how you know the D-backs are serious. The question isn't if the Diamondbacks can handle Burnes' salary, it's whether the rest of the division can handle this new, revamped Arizona squad. A new era of Diamondbacks baseball? For the past few seasons, Arizona has been known as a team that plays smart baseball, but not necessarily flashy. They've been under the radar. But 2023 was a huge step forward, with the team finishing with 89 wins, just shy of a postseason spot due to a heart-wrenching tiebreaker loss to the New York Mets. Still, their performance showed that they have the potential to go far. General manager Mike Hazen emphasized the importance of adding a top-tier pitcher like Burnes to push the team to the next level. "We're looking to push forward, to put the best team possible on the field this year and beyond," Hazen said. "There's no better way to do that than to add a #1 starting pitcher to the top of your rotation. And let's be honest, if you want to make a serious postseason run, there's no substitution for a stud like Burnes on your mound." Why Corbin Burnes chose Arizona? Let's talk about the man himself, Corbin Burnes, the 30-year-old ace who's spent most of his career with the Milwaukee Brewers. While Burnes had his most successful seasons with the Brewers, his heart and home has always been in Arizona. After making the move to Arizona in 2018 when he was still with the Brewers, because of proximity to the Brewers' spring training facility, Burnes and his family loved the area so much that they ended up staying long-term. But now, Burnes doesn't just love Arizona. He's calling it home for the foreseeable future. In a statement, Burnes admitted that the chance to return to Arizona and join the Diamondbacks was something he dreamed about. "When we heard this could be an opportunity, we got really excited," Burnes said. "This is something you dream about. What happens if the Diamondbacks call? We had to take it. We were fortunate they were interested." Now, Burnes can sleep in his own bed, hang with his family, and play baseball for a team with a growing reputation for success. A solid rotation just got even better. Burnes joins a starting rotation that's already one of the most intriguing in the game. With Zac Gallen, an all-star in 2023, Merrill Kelly, Eduardo Rodriguez, and the young gun Brandon Pfaadt already in the fold, Arizona's pitching staff could easily be one of the most dangerous in the National League. When you've got Burnes anchoring the rotation, the D-backs now have a clear advantage at the top of their pitching staff, which is exactly what you need when the games matter most. Burnes himself is confident about the Diamondbacks' future, citing their solid pitching, speed, defense, and aggressive playing style. "They're playing a different style of baseball, and I think we're starting to see that around the league," Burnes said. "But to me, the Diamondbacks were the first team to do that. They've drafted well, developed well. I'm happy to be a part of it." The risk versus reward of big free agent signings. Now, let's get real for a second. Arizona's front office isn't exactly a stranger to misses in the free agent pitching market. Remember Madison Bumgarner's disastrous $85 million, 5-year deal in 2020? He was a shell of his former self in Arizona, and the team finally cut ties with him in 2023 after just 3.5 seasons of underwhelming performances. And don't even get started on last year's deals for Rodriguez and Jordan Montgomery. Both guys battled injuries and ineffectiveness, much to the disappointment of fans. But here's the thing. Mike Hazen isn't afraid to take another swing at it. especially when a talent like Burnes comes available. You might as well go do another job if we're going to be scared about bringing in a guy of this caliber," Hazen said. And honestly, that mentality is what separates the good teams from the great ones. If you're afraid of failure, you'll never win big. What this means for the NL West. So, what does this all mean for the NL West? Arizona is officially all in. With teams like the Los Angeles Dodgers, the defending World Series champions, and the San Diego Padres, who have been aggressive in free agency, loaded up for another title run. The Diamondbacks had no choice but to level up. This division is one of the toughest in baseball. And if Arizona wants to compete with the big spenders, they're going to need a deep roster that can withstand the grind. But, let's not forget, Arizona was just one tiebreaker away from the playoffs last year. With Burnes on the mound and a rotation that has already proven its worth, the Diamondbacks are poised to make a serious push for a postseason berth in 2024. Conclusion. Can Burnes help the D-backs take the next step? The big question now is, can Burnes be the missing piece the D-backs need to take that next step into the postseason, and beyond? He's got the pedigree, the stuff, and now, the comfort of being at home. The Diamondbacks are stretching their budget. But if Burnes can live up to his potential and stay healthy, this might be the best investment the team has made in a long time. In a division full of giants, Arizona is trying to make its mark as a contender. And adding Burnes to the mix is the first step towards showing they're serious about competing in the NL West. If the pieces fall into place, this could be the season the Diamondbacks finally break through. Stay tuned, baseball fans. The Diamondbacks are coming for the crown.